You wanna get on the bed? Súbete. Súbete. Ven. Súbete. Súbete. You get on the boy. Good morning. Ow. Good morning. I need to clean today. Ah, you almost poked my. Ow! You're mean. Oh, baby. He thinks it's funny. I need to deep clean the kitchen. Oh, it's not really that dirty. I just need to wash some dishes. And what else? I need to vacuum. Because homeboy over here likes to pick stuff up. He likes to pick stuff up and put him in it. Put. Why can't I speak? He likes to pick stuff up and put it in his mouth. Oh. Hi, baby. And yeah. Yesterday I had a doctor's visit, and the last time I went, I weighed 125, and now I weigh 127. Like, it was already like a few pounds more. And she was like, girl, you need to eat meals. You need to go out and eat some food that you're gonna gain weight with, because you should have already had gained like around 10 pounds, and I only gained 2. So let's gain some freaking weight over here. Michael, what are you doing, baby? I'm gonna feed Michael. Wait, what do you want to wear? Let's see. This shirt is warm. Put your hand. Vete. Go. Other way. Other way. Other way. Other way. Okay. Next. Go. Espérate. Espérate. Right there. Y pantalones. I'll put some sweats because it's cold. Oh my god, I got tired, so I'm gonna take a little break, and then I need to finish cleaning my room. I already finished the kitchen. I already finished the living room. So it's just my room. I need to finish folding some clothes, and then I'm gonna tell you guys, I guess, like how I told my parents I was pregnant when I, you know, like with my son and with this new baby. So let me finish doing that and then I'll come back. Okay, so how did it go? So like in mid-October, no, yeah, it was October. My mom's friend had her daughter's birthday party, right? I think she was turning like 7 or something, and she was having like a little birthday party or whatever, get together with the family. So we went, and at this time I was feeling fine and everything. No symptoms or nothing. And this was already like October, so I was like already a few weeks in the pregnancy. And we kept eating something called tacos del vapor. I don't know if you guys know what they are, but we were eating tacos del vapor. It was me, my older brother, my little brother, and my mom's friend's daughter, and like the oldest daughter, not the little 7-year-old, the oldest one that she was like our age. So we were all eating, and I don't know why, like us little bad kids, we wanted a beer. So whatever, we got the beer, and my brother had poured it wrong. I guess when you grab the cup, you're supposed to grab the beer and then like tilt both of them and then like pour it in or whatever. Okay, so whatever, he poured the beer wrong, and I guess he just poured it like the cup like this and the beer like that, so it was like running down. So the cup was like more bubbles. I don't know, like it had more bubbles on top and then like this much of liquid in the bottom, like the normal beer. So we still drank it like that, and since the first drink I was like, oh, like this shit tastes nasty, but I don't know if it was because he had poured it wrong or I don't know, but after the first one I was like, I'm not drinking this anymore, like this shit is so nasty. So after that I was just feeling like ugh, like sick. And the next, whatever, we left, like we stayed at the party and then we left, and then the next morning I woke up and I was like, oh dude, I still feel nasty. And I had told my older brother, I was like, I think I'm hungover. I don't know why I thought that if I had just drank like one sip. He's like, how are you hungover off that sip? Like that's not even possible. He's like, you're exaggerating. And he was in the bathroom. I don't know what he was doing, but he was looking at himself in the mirror, and I had ran in the bathroom and I had threw up. And I had threw up like bubbles, like just straight bubbles, and then like on top of that, like a whole bunch of yellow, like it tasted so nasty. Well, it looked like egg yolk, and I was like, ew dude, look, like I told you it was that beer. And my brother was like, you're tripping, like that's not even beer, that's stomach acid, like that means your stomach is empty. And I was like, alright, whatever. So I went to go eat breakfast, and then after I had ate breakfast, like I had threw it up, and I was like, hell no, like I don't know, it was probably the tacos. Like, okay, so keep in mind I was still going to school, like regular school. I was in my 10th grade year. I had just turned 15 like in August, and you know, so I was still going to regular school, so my dad was taking me into school every morning. And I was just feeling like shit, and I would take a bag, like it was like 3 days in a row that I would take a bag in the morning and I would just throw up in his car, like, and he would be like, are you okay? And I'd be like, yeah, like I don't know, those freaking tacos, they did bad. And he was just like, oh, I guess. So um, I had waited for my baby daddy to come out of school, and I was like, dude, like I have this stomach bug, like it's not like it's not cool. Like I feel like shit. And he was all like, what if you're pregnant? And I was like, no, what the hell? How am I pregnant? Like I'm on the shot, like I'm on the birth control shot. I can't be pregnant. And then whatever, he just said that once, and like I just forgot about like that he had said that. So he was all like, damn, like, you know. I had texted my mom. I was like, Mom, can you make caldo de res? Cause like my stomach isn't holding anything. Like I feel like shit, and I need to eat something. Like I haven't ate anything. Like I'm just throwing up stomach acid. And she was like, all right, whatever. Like that's what I'm gonna make. And she had made it, and I swear to you, like I had ate the first spoon, and I ran to the bathroom and I threw it up. And I was like, Mom, I want to go to the hospital. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. She was all like, no, you're dumb. You know, like those typical Mexican moms. Like, they'll be like, oh, si no tienes nada, vas a ver. I was like, no, like, I have to have something because this never has happened to me ever. And she was all like, I'm just letting you know right now. Like, if it's nothing, I'm gonna beat your ass when we get home. This and that. Like, it's gonna be a waste of time going to the hospital, like waiting for so long, like just so they could tell you like it's a virus or it's a stomach bug or it's something like that. So I was like, well, I don't care, but I need to know what's wrong. So we went. This is just funny. We went and we were right there, and they made me take a urine test. And my mom had went in too because her stomach wasn't feeling all that either. So she was probably like, oh, it probably was tacos. I don't know. So we had went in. It was me and my niece was sick too. So it was the three of us went. And the same doctor like attended the three of us since we were together. And what the hell is Michael doing? Michael, what are you doing, baby? Okay, so the doctor had attended the three of us, and my niece was like, she was throwing up over some other stuff, and my mom, I don't know, like they gave her some medicine. And me, like, they were like, oh, they came to me, they were like, can we share the results with your mom? And I was all like, yeah, what the hell, like what the hell, you know? He was all like, oh, you're pregnant. And dude, like my first reaction was like, I had to look at my mom's face. Like, I don't know, I felt like, I don't know, like I was still like, what the hell, I'm being pregnant. And I had looked at my mom, and my mom was just looking at me like dead in the face. And then she started crying. Then she was making a big old scene right there at the hospital, like, how could my daughter be pregnant? She's only 15. She was right there, and the doctor was like right next to her. She was like, it's okay, everything's gonna be fine, like she's gonna be fine, like just support her, you know, just be there for her. And she was just like, it's because I can't. So we got to the car, right? I didn't say nothing to my mom because they had gave me the prescription for the prenatals and stuff. And we got to the car, and I was like, oh my god, like dude, something's gonna happen, like I'm gonna get my ass whooped, or I don't know what. So when we got to the car, I had took out my phone so I can text you know, my baby daddy and tell him like, oh, I'm pregnant and stuff, and like what they had told me at the hospital. And she was like, give me that shit. And she took my phone, and I was like, what the hell is taking my phone gonna do? Like, okay. So she took it, and we got to the house, and she was just crying. And like, you know, she entered the door, and my dad was in the living room, and she was just bawling like eyes out. And she just went to the room and she slammed the door. So I went to my room, and I had got my computer, and then I had texted my baby daddy on my computer because it's connected to my number. So Michael, hi baby. T. Okay, so um so I had texted my baby dad and I was like, dude, I'm pregnant. Like, they told me this at the hospital, you know. And then um I had texted my mother-in-law too, and I told her what they told me. She was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And then my dad didn't even ask me anything. I guess he went into the room after, like, I had went into my room, and my mom told him like, oh, she's pregnant, this and that. So he didn't even like ask me anything. And then the next day, it's like to take me to school. My mom had took me because my dad had to go into work really early. So my mom had took me, and I was like, Mom, I need my phone. Like, how am I gonna call, like, you know, Uber? How am I gonna get a ride home? And she just gave it to me. And she was just like, whatever. And I think my dad didn't talk to me for like 2 days, but he didn't like he wasn't like ignoring me or nothing. He was just like not talking to me at all. Like, and I didn't even want to like ask him nothing, because I was like, I'm gonna just let him get over it, and then he can talk to me. And then so yeah, him and my mom didn't talk to me for like 2 days, so it was just kind of quiet in the house. And then after that, they got over it. My dad was the first one to be like, oh, are you feeling okay? Like, after when he was taking me to school, and I would tell him to drop me off at a certain place before like the school building, because I was like, I need to throw up. So after that, like, me and my dad got really close, and then me and my mom got really close too, because my mom was like on disability. She had got surgery on her shoulder, so I was home with my mom all day. Like, I had moved schools to a school like where you could do your work at home, and then just go to school, turn in work, and then go more work and go back home. So that's what I was doing. And since I was helping my mom out too, like doing stuff around the house, so I was just there with her. We got really close. And you know, like, after that, they were like always by my side, and I was just like, oh my god. That was that for my son's pregnancy. Like, you know, so I didn't really have to tell them. Like, it was like the doctor took care of my mom, and my mom took care of my dad. So I was kind of like relieved. But with this one, I guess my aunt had noticed it first, that something was going on with me, because my son, one day I had went to her house, and I wasn't feeling nauseous or anything yet. What's this? Purple. Purple. Oh yes, blue. What color is this one? Red. Oh, you dropped them. Okay, so my aunt had noticed that my son was crying a lot. Like, he didn't want to be put down, and he had left the pacifier. Like, he wasn't like using the pacifier for like, I want to say like 2 months. He didn't really need it. Like, he would just run it like when he would go to sleep, or when he would wake up from when he would wake up at night. Like, he would just get it and put himself back to sleep. And out of nowhere, like, he wanted the pacifier again. Like, he was just like turning into a baby again. And my aunt had noticed it, and she was like, what if you're pregnant? And I was like, nah, like, I don't think so. And she was like, yeah, like, you could be pregnant, because look, he's like acting up, he's being a crybaby. Like, they feel like when their mom is pregnant. And I was like, oh. So whatever, it was just left as that. And I guess they would tell my mom all the time, like, go take her to the doctor, go take her to the doctor, like, go take her to get checked, or something like that. And my mom was like, you guys don't even know what you guys are talking about. Like, I'm her mom, I would have had noticed it. So they were just like that, like telling my mom for like a whole week straight, like, you need to take her. No, baby, you're gonna make a mess. No, you're gonna make a mess. I ended up taking a test, and it came out positive, and I had told my aunt about it. And literally, like, after I told my aunts, I guess they had thought like I had told my mom already, and I didn't. Like, I was still like trying to find a way. Like, damn, like I'm gonna get my ass beat. I'm gonna get in trouble. So I didn't tell my mom anything that day. And then the next day she got home and she was like, so now, I think she was just, first she was mad because I didn't tell her first. Like, I don't know if she felt some type of way, but she was like, oh, so now your aunts find out stuff sooner than I do. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was sitting on the couch and she had gone home from work. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was all like, yeah, they've been telling me over a week that you're pregnant and you couldn't even tell me that. Like, and I was like, they just found out yesterday. Like, they've been assuming I was pregnant, but they had just found out yesterday. And she was all like, she started crying and she was just like, you need to finish school, because now I go to a school mom, so it's easier. It helps a lot because they have daycare and stuff, and I'm supposed to graduate this year. And she's all like, you need to start going to school more. You can't be staying home. Like, I don't want you stressing over two babies, still going to school, still waking up like at night, and because you have to go to school the next day. She's like, you better finish off this year. But it was just that. And she was like, you have to tell your dad. And I was like, girl, me tell my dad? No, thank you. Just left as that. And my mom, like, I was throwing up and stuff. And I wasn't telling my dad anything. I was like, hell no, I'm not telling my dad. You're tripping, girl. And I don't know why. Like, my dad, I feel like my dad's more like the understanding one. Like, if you tell him something, he'll understand more than my mom. Like, he'll get you more. I don't know. So I didn't tell my dad, and then I guess one day I wasn't home. Sister was there, my little sister was there, and she was all like, oh, when you weren't here, they were arguing. And then my mom, out of anger, she told my dad, like, oh, and if you didn't know, like, Evelyn's pregnant. And then, so whatever, like, they just kept arguing, blah, blah, blah. And so my mom told me one time, like, oh, you have to tell your dad. Like, you have to tell your dad already. You have to talk to your dad, because it's your responsibility. And she's not wrong. Like, it was my responsibility to talk to him first before, like, finding out another way. And I was like, still, like, I was still with that mentality, like, hell no, like, what's he gonna tell me? I didn't tell my dad, but I was already, like, going to, like, appointments and stuff, so it was just weird. I guess my mom had told him, like, oh, Evelyn has an ultrasound, and, you know, like, she's gonna see the baby. And it was my first ultrasound. So whatever, they did the ultrasound. My dad was working at home when I got home, and he was just like, I guess he just wanted to get it off, like, the table. And he was like, how was your visit? Like, what they tell you? Like, is the baby okay? And I was like, you know, I was like, yeah, the baby's fine. Like, I got some pictures. And then my mom was like, I had went to my room and my mom was like, show him the pictures. And I was like, no, I'm scared. Like, you show him the pictures. My mom was like, all right, so then give him to me. So she got the pictures and she showed my dad. And my dad was like, oh, I think it's gonna be a boy. I think it's gonna be another boy. Oop-de-doop. So for this one, it wasn't really like all that dramatic. So that's gonna be it for my little story time, whatever you want to call it. I don't have much to do today. I have to play with my son because I took away the TV from him. I feel like it was just, well, me and my mother-in-law were feeling like it was just doing him bad, for every little thing. Like, we would see like he wasn't doing anything, and we'd be like, oh, he's probably bored, let's put the TV. Or since he was little, like since he was a baby, we kind of got him used to that. And I feel like it's like messed with his head a little bit. He should be doing other stuff like with his age that I'm trying to get him to do now. So he's been a few days without watching TV at all, and he's been better. He's been distracting himself with, right now he's biting something, so he's been distracting himself with a whole bunch of stuff in the house. And my mother-in-law had bought him some blocks, like Lego blocks, the big ones, to like, you know, get his brain to work, like his little brain to kind of, you know, I don't know how to explain it, like, I don't know what the hell the word is, figure stuff out with like his colors, and to say little words. And he's been looking at books a lot too, and I just been distracting him because I don't want him to go back. The first few days that we took the TV from him, it was so bad. Like he was crying, he would yell, he would throw scenes. Like it didn't matter where we were at, like if he wanted to watch something, like he would just throw the biggest scene ever. He'll go on the floor, he'll start kicking, you know, like he was just acting like not like him. So we felt like that was probably one of the problems. And yeah, ever since we took it away from him, well, I don't want to say took it away, like we haven't put anything on the TV for him. He's been calmer, a little crazy, but he's been calmer. And right now I don't know what he's trying to do. Oh, he's trying to get his pacifier. I had put them in like a clear bin, and I guess he can see them. And he's trying to get them out. Here, baby, you want one? Here. Say hi. Hi. So yeah, I guess we're gonna play after I put all this clothes that I folded away. I don't know if I want to do my makeup. I'm kind of like, a ver, déjate digo algo. This is my belly at 26 weeks. Do you guys just ever finish cleaning and like go look at your work? Like, I did that. I did. Because this shit is motherfucking clean. Mike has to start with his mess. Can't have the house clean for a full day. Huh, Mike?